Hallo kleines Fräulein, haben Sie heute Zeit, mit mir auszugehen, nur zum Zeitvertreib. Wir gehen über Felder, streifen durch den Wald.
Previously on Fritzy! Victoria told Dr. Collins that, for a moment, Darby was his true self. Bob and Roger met Jacob by chance at the Boar's Head pub. Elizabeth groomed Jacob at Harrod's tea room to make a good impression on her father. Tanya botched her Tootin' spell, bringing Fritzy, Vivi, Seamus, and Melora to London, 1932. Nabetawi kidnapped Madame Leonora to the Netherworld, and Darby touched the cat hieroglyph at London's ancient Cleopatra's Needle. It zapped him with knowledge and memory. He now knows cats are the guardians of the Netherworld. Let's join our friends. Darby and Jacob's flat, London, 1932. Darby, still switch with Fritzy's spirit, and Jacob are dressed in tuxes.
Jacob, ik heb hunger. I'm hungry.
We eat soon. Gunter, is my bow tie straight?
Nein, I'll tighten it.
It's me first time meeting Lizzie's parents. Got to look right for the dinner party.
These tuxes Elizabeth got us are nice.
I nicked a wallet from a gent in a tux in front of the Royal Opera House.
Nicked?
Pinched in me pickpocket days as a lad.
Really?
Had to survive the streets of London, didn't I? Me dad passed and it was just me and him.
I think I was on the streets of Berlin.
Darby, Gunter, you don't remember, but that was the night we met.
It was?
I ran from the gent and your cab knocked me down.
It did?
You and your dad took me home to look after me.
How old were we?
12. I became your chimney sweep.
Wow.
Not so tight, mate.
I want pretzels und sauerkraut. And clotted cream for pudding. Und the crumb cake.
What?
The crumb cake.
Before that.
Pretzels und sauerkraut.
Gunter, no shenanigans. Lizzie's showing me off to a hoity-toity friend Marvel Ann.
Yeah, so hoity-toity.
Promise you won't embarrass Victoria?
Yeah, no guarantees, but okay.
Right then, let's aristocrat you, plonker.
Wie lustig. I'm ein Plonker. What does that mean?
Haha, see you later. Let's go. The Netherworld, Nabetawi's dwelling. Nabetawi greets Madame Leonora, who she kidnapped to the Netherworld.
Marhaban bikum fi alayalum al-sufli. Welcome to the Netherworld, White Witch Leonora.
Nabetawi, I am not a witch.
Your spirit crossed time to the Netherworld. I call that sorcery.
It was a plea for peace between us.
Reaching my world uninvited is an act of aggression. Men have died in my presence for less. You will kneel before me.
I assure you.
Kneel.
Supati, gather my temple priest Bakin Kansu. Tell him the White Witch has arrived.
Yes, Your Highness.
You've taken me against my will.
I've no interest in your will. Give me the Teuton Ra!
Only Fritzy knows where it is.
Liar! Make no mistake, old woman. I will have the Ra, or you will boil in oil.
Oh!
The Netherworld, the temple, Bakin Kansu's dwelling. Bakin Kansu speaks over his sorcerer's flame.
All-powerful set, dark god of the Netherworld, I, your servant, Bakin Kansu, beseech thee, give me dominion over Nabetawi. She summoned the White Witch, and it will seal her own doom. I must return to the living. No one knows of my sorcery but you. Give me passage to the upper world, and I will serve you forever.
London, at the Britannia Cafe, Tanya visits Jack, the grouchy waiter.
Jack,
You again. Are you sober this time?
I need help.
Clearly.
What do you have?
Nothing. My dad and Roger are at our hotel.
Congratulations. I've got tables.
Wait, I've something for you.
I don't shag working girls.
Working girls? I'm not a... Granted, I'm oversexed and give it away, but I never sell.
What do you want, you balmy cow?
I'm dealing with the supernatural.
Supernatural?
I've a gift.
Gift?
I botched something big.
You're a witch?
My friend Darby is missing. A bunch of people are gonna end up dead.
Bell the police, I don't want to know.
Your mom is an astrologist, isn't she?
How do you know that?
Cordelia. She studies the moon and stars.
What? Are you following me?
I'll pay you with this coin.
Is that ancient Egyptian gold?
Yes.
You're a witch?
Yes.
When do we start?
Now.
The Chauncey Hotel, London. Bob and Roger are having dinner in their room.
Bob, did Tanya pay for this meal?
All of a sudden, she's flush, and we're okay.
No better we?
No better we.
How the hell are we gonna get out of this hot mess?
Roger, you got me. You and Tanya are defunct witches, and I sell used cars. That doesn't add up to much.
The Teddrey Mansion, Mrs. Teddrey's boudoir.
Mama, time to wake. Our dinner guests arrive soon.
Victoria, I dozed off in my chair. I was dreaming of Mother and Father when we first moved to London from New York. I was 10 years old again. Imagine that! Oh, the back of my hair's a fallen souffle.
Oh, Mama.
Darling, be a dear and fix it. I've done myself a mischief.
Mrs. Teddrey, you do go on.
I know, I'm sorry.
Don't be, Mama. You're a peach and a pearl. Here, sit at your vanity.
Thank you, love. I'd ask Becca, but your father gave her the night off. 45 years of connubial bliss. He's become so forgetful.
Dear Papa means well.
Yes, and he'll be the death of me.
Oh, Mama.
Victoria, why did Elizabeth insist on inviting Marvel Ann?
I tried talking her out of it.
That viper in our home! Marvel Ann Primrose is the biggest gossip outside the walls of Buckingham Palace. She's ruined more reputations than the drink.
Lizzie wants Jacob introduced to London high society. Marvel Ann's her bridge.
God moves in a mysterious way, his wonders to perform. But your father and I haven't met Jacob, and to meet in front of Lucifer.
Mama, once Lizzie sets her mind.
Woe to the misbegotten. How is Darby?
Not himself.
Oh my. Tonight may prove a defining moment.
And, I fear, regrettable.
The Teddrey Mansion, sitting room, evening. Victoria and Jacob catch up.
It's good to see you, Victoria.
And you, Jacob.
Last time I saw you, we shared a kiss.
Jacob, please. That was a mistake.
It may have been a mistake, but I don't regret it.
The dining table is lovely. Everything's perfect for Marvel Ann.
Und I got ein Tree.
Bonsoir, mes petites.
Good evening, all.
These fish eggs are wunderbar.
That's caviar, darling.
Darby, Mrs. Teddrey and I are sorry to see you're still not yourself. You've quite the conundrum.
The what?
Victoria tells us you're seeing Dr. Collins.
Ja, he's ein Dummkopf.
Dr. Collins says Darby's making progress, albeit slowly.
Jacob, we're happy to finally meet you.
Thank you, sir. I think the world of your daughter.
Thank you, Jacob.
Pardon me, sir. Miss Marvel Ann Primrose.
Forgive my tardiness. The royals and their high tea.
Marvel Ann, how lovely to see you. You know everyone, I believe, and this is Jacob.
Pleased to meet you.
Hello, Jacob.
Marvel Ann, it's been some time.
The London Symphony, Mahler, number 10 in F sharp major, was it not?
A lovely evening.
Sir, dinner is served.
Excellent, Thomas. Shall we go through?
The Teddrey Mansion, the dining room, evening.
Jacob, I can't help thinking we've met before. Your face is familiar to me.
I don't see how, sir.
No, I suppose not.
Lizzie speaks highly of you.
An honourable man is a welcome commodity in our home.
Das stimmt. Jacob is eine Plonke.
Mr. Teddrey, Lizzie says you worked at the Telegraph.
For many years.
Papa was page 1 editor at the newspaper.
How I loved breaking a story. I miss that excitement.
Papa made his fortune in real estate.
Oh, blimey.
Thomas, may I have more champagne?
Of course, Miss Teddrey.
Doesn't the table look beautiful? Mrs. Greer has outdone herself.
Ja, es ist sehr schön.
That's a bit of all right.
Jacob, would you pass the pumpernickel?
Ooh, the pumpernickel.
The flower arrangement is from Chapel's. How it lights up our room with a sparkle.
Well said, Mrs. Teddrey.
Thank you, Mr. Teddrey.
Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, good Lord, the flowers. That was ein big one.
Darby?
Gunther.
Darby, Victoria and Marvel Ann were at school together.
Really?
It's true.
Since year 4.
We had just moved to the royal borough of Kensington, near my third cousin, Prince George, the Duke of Kent.
Well done.
With your siblings?
I'm an only child.
No brothers or sisters? Oh, I am sorry.
Don't be. I don't want them.
I have ein brother.
You do?
Seamus. Ich will ihn noch nicht.
How's that?
I don't want him either. Wait, how do I know that?
Marvel Ann, do you remember our last play date?
We were 9, playing dollies in my upstairs nursery. I still hear my father's voice.
Marvel Ann, why can't you be like Victoria? You ripped the head off her dolly.
Victoria's a goody two-shoes, and I hate her.
Victoria's a delight, and she plays nicely with others. You've much to learn, young lady.
Marvel Ann? Marvel Ann, are you all right? You drifted off.
I'll never forget it. Victoria, he still asks after you.
How kind. Do send my regards.
I'll do that.
Time flies, n'est-ce pas?
I find social obligation keeps me in the moment.
Ich mag es, mich auf der Hinterhosen zu treffen.
Darby, you're amusingly droll, and I do spreche auch Deutsch.
What did he say?
I like socializing on the backyard fence.
More peas, Darby?
To your point, Mrs. Teddrey, planning parties for the gentry and steerage for the peasantry is a full-time job.
Oh my!
Surely you jest, Marvel Ann.
I have no sense of humor, Victoria.
No, No, you don't.
The aristocracy must reign. Imagine it failing. Utter chaos. Our nation's strength lies in the hands of a small, privileged, ruling class.
I couldn't agree more, Marvel Ann. I've looked up to you for it.
Elizabeth?
I like our class system. It maintains peace and our dignity.
I like this pumpernickel. It makes me glücklich.
Darby, we met once briefly, but I don't remember you as German.
Ja, ich komme aus Berlin.
Marvel Ann, you'll have to excuse Darby. He's
Rehearsing a play.
Yes, the train to Berlin.
Ja, I must catch it.
You're an actor, how quaint. Mrs. Teddrey, do thespians hang from your family tree?
In 1902, my uncle dipped his toe in music hall. He died on stage, choking on a persimmon.
You avoided much strife.
I'm sorry, it's the flowers. My nice cast on that one.
Darby?
Gunther?
That's his character, Gunther. Crikey.
More pumpernickel, Jacob?
Mr. King, where are you from?
Oh, I'm from...
Australia.
What?
From Sydney, right, Jacob? Marvel Ann, you know the Aussies.
Aussies? Yeah, the penal colony and all.
Is that where they keep the blonkers?
I'm inclined to say yes. Pray tell, Mr. King, what did you do in Sydney?
Boxed kangaroos.
I say.
Oh,
Jacob.
You're a zoologist?
Zoologist?
Are you?
Yes, aren't you, Jacob?
That's me, mate. A zoologist from down under.
Where did you first meet Elizabeth?
The London Zoo.
Kismet at the zoo. C'est fantastique.
Mr. Teddrey, will you attend this weekend's gala at the Royal Opera House?
I'm on the opera board, so we wouldn't miss it.
Hold on to your wallet this time, Papa.
I'm glad you can laugh about it now.
Marvel Ann, that was many years ago.
More champagne, Mr. King.
Please, what happened?
I was standing in front of the Royal Opera House after a brilliant evening of Puccini's La Bohème.
Thank you, Thomas.
I was speaking with Marvel Ann's father when my wallet was taken by a pickpocket.
Jacob!
I'm sorry. Oh, I choked.
That's all right, Jacob. Do go on, dear.
I had a £50 note in my wallet when this boy of 12 ran off with it. The sneaky blackguard.
That thief started a beastly chain of events for Papa. We feel today.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Christ on a cracker.
Darby?
Yeah, the baby.
If ever I find that pickpocket, he'll be floating face down in the Thames.
Lizzie?
What? That blighter brought such scandal. Jacob, Papa ended up in jail.
Oh, look. I dropped my fork. I'll get it.
Thomas, fetch Jacob another fork.
Yes, ma'am.
Darby, help me, won't you?
But he's bringing you a... Oh!
Gunther, my goose is cooked. I pinched Mr. Teddrey's wallet. What do I do?
Don't tell him, or Elizabeth.
I'm fucked sideways and upside down.
Mr. King, your fork.
Tom.
It was scandal in our social circle.
And it took weeks to clear Mr. Teddrey's good name.
Let's don't go on tonight. A toast instead to Elizabeth and Jacob, Victoria and Darby.
How wonderful, Mr. Teddrey.
To our imperfect past and a better future.
Hear, hear. My precious fluff muffins, diddums, bouffant, chartreuse, you escaped the library.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I must have left the door ajar.
Ach du Lieber, why are they barking at me?
Why, indeed.
Diddums, you're leading the pack, you naughty boy. Darby, you're his objet d'affection.
That's affection.
What's come over them? Thomas, please take them out.
At once, ma'am. Pups, to the library.
My astrologist, Cordelia, says the moon's in Mercury retrograde. It must be why they're behaving so.
Idioten, Fluffmuffins. Ich werde dich grillen, du Schweine.
What does that mean?
You don't want to know.
Jawohl, nein.
Marvel Ann's Bentley at the Ritz. Immediately following the Teddreys dinner party, Marvel Ann picks up Frederica Sands, her high society friend.
Frederica, hop in, darling. We've work to do.
What is it? You sounded euphoric on the phone.
Oh, nothing. Just scandal at the Teddrey Mansion.
Christmas came early.
Victoria Teddrey, my childhood nemesis, is hiding something big about her buffoon of a fiancé, Darby.
Oh?
He may or may not be German, with a supernatural past. I intend to find the truth, and you're going to help me.
How perfectly delicious.
Isn't it just? All of London will know their secret when I expose them.
Marvelan, you've outdone yourself.
When I'm finished, their scandal will reach King George.
Checkmate.
James, take us to Quaglino's. Darby and Victoria's demise shall start with a nightcap.
The British Museum. Marvel Ann's Bentley drives by the museum.
Frederica, throw my champagne out the window. It's gone flat.
Of course.
Oh! What was that?
Dom Perignon, 1928.
Darby, I'm glad to see your memory returned.
The moment we arrived on top of Big Ben.
Are we almost there? Je suis fatigué.
My flat is still a ways from here.
Arrgh! Avast, ye lily-livered landlubbers! Our ship's a sailing on charted waters.
Aye, aye, Captain. Pieces of it, pieces of it.
Seamus, please stop.
That's enough of you, you filthy feathered sea parrot. I'll slit your gullet.
Brock, Brock.
He's been pirating for hours.
Pieces of it, Brock.
Do you annoy Fritzy like this?
All the time.
It's ghastly.
How are we going to get Grandma back from the Bedowie?
Give me the Teutonra, or Leonora, the White Witch, dies!
Don't do it, Brock.
Find the rock!
Brock.